At 76, I have discovered what I believe is the greatest superpower as we age. And it's not motivation, it's not information, and it's definitely not willpower. In fact, neuroscience tells us that our own brain is often the thing holding us back, constantly trying to keep us safe from change, discomfort, and new challenges. And that's why so many women resist exercise, healthy habits, and becoming the person they truly want to be even when they know exactly what to do. Well, what I learned is this: our real superpower is consistency. It's not perfection, it's not intensity, small actions repeated consistently over time. And today I am showing my exact routine for how I lift my face, my body, and my spirits simultaneously. We're going to combine resistance training with advanced microcurrent technology to help tone your muscles, firm your skin, improve your posture, and even elevate your mood through positive feedback loops in the brain and the body. And by the end of this video, you'll also have a simple, systemized plan to help you stay consistent because consistency is what changes everything. Hi, I'm Linda. Welcome to my channel, New Age Beauty, which is all about aging beautifully, mind, body, and spirit. At 76, I explore what's possible, what's worth doing, and how we can all exceed our own expectations by shifting our mindset from growing old to growing bold. So if that sounds interesting to you, subscribe to my channel, leave me a like, a hype, and share this with somebody else you know who's interested in aging beautifully. So I know the frustration because I lived it most of my life. In my mid 60s, I realized I hated the woman I was becoming. And that wake up call motivated me to change directions. I decided to lose weight, get fit, be able to walk up 5 flights of stairs and do 20 squats. And my biggest ambition was to wear fitted dresses with no Spanx. I accomplished all of those goals and I had facial surgery done about 13 years ago. Ever since then, I have been working hard to maintain my weight, my fitness, and my appearance. So that's why I created my free New Age Beauty Goal Tracker app because I needed it myself. And then I made it available to my community. And now it's helping hundreds of women change their lives for the better, step by step, day by day. Because every time we accomplish a goal, no matter how big or how small, and we acknowledge it, the brain releases dopamine, and that chemical tied to motivation, reward, and happiness then helps us get on a very positive path. The progress itself begins creating the momentum. Many people feel the beauty treatments and body transformations are purely cosmetic, but there's actually a much deeper science behind it. Our muscles function like an endocrine organ, and when we activate them through exercise or targeted facial stimulation, they release signaling molecules called myokines, which help reduce inflammation, elevate our mood, and support our overall well being while also improving how we look and feel. There's also a fascinating concept called the facial feedback hypothesis. Researchers at Stanford found that the relationship between our facial muscles and our mood is a two-way street. Moving those facial muscles actually signal the brain to release dopamine and serotonin. So when we lose muscle tone in the face as we age, we aren't just losing contour, we may also be weakening part of that positive feedback loop. And that's why I think of my Ziip Halo that I'm going to show you today, not simply as skincare, but as a gym for the face. So many of you have followed my body recomposition journey that started in my late 60s. And just like I found that progressive overload fights sarcopenia in the body, I also use the Ziip Halo to help keep my facial muscles responsive and toned. So now for those of you who are new to high-tech aesthetics, the Ziip Halo is a very sophisticated microcurrent device, but it's not like the standard one-size-fits-all microcurrent devices you may have seen. This is beauty tech for the skintellectual because you can do so many things with it. The Ziip Halo uses unique electrical currents that mimic your body's natural bioelectricity. By adjusting the shape and direction of these waveforms, the device can effectively talk to your skin and muscle tissues. And what truly differentiates it is the Ziip app. While most devices on the market simply allow you to change the intensity of one single current, The Ziip Halo app unlocks 17 different targeted treatments. If you use it without the app, you will get a wonderful 4-minute press and play treatment that will lift and sculpt your facial muscles. And then when you sync the app, you can target very specific goals. For example, if my goal today is getting an immediate lift for a special or a professional event, and yes, I'm still working full time at 76 and I don't plan to stop, then I will sync the instant facelift treatment, which I'm going to demonstrate for you now. The specific waveform it uses is designed to stimulate muscle fibers and enhance that sharp structural silhouette. Or if I'm noticing some pigmentation from sun damage, I can switch to the tone corrector treatment, which uses a different waveform entirely to target the skin surface. So it's a 17-in-1 tool, whether it's brow lifting, lip plumping, or lymphatic drainage to depuff your face after a salty meal. The technology adapts to the goal. I've been using this specifically to target my jawline and those areas where gravity likes to take hold. And I saw a difference in my skin's vibrancy almost immediately. But after consistent use, the structural lift became even more important to me. So this is the new version of the Ziip Halo, the 2.0, which has been re-engineered for even better results. The waveforms are now 63% more accurate, and the best part, it uses these beautiful conductive gels that come with it. The silver, crystal, and gold gels, packed with active ingredients that turn a clinical treatment into a beautiful self-care ritual. And my favorite is the silver gel, which is intensely hydrating with hyaluronic acid and packed with other active ingredients that, when used in conjunction with the Ziip, increase your skincare absorption by 109%. And I'm thrilled that Ziip has given me a special discount code for everyone watching this video for 10% off the Ziip, plus a free full-sized 80-milliliter silver gel with your order, which normally retails for $79.99. So it's a great value. Just use my code ZPNewAge before June 14th to receive both the discount code and the free gel. After that, the code will still give you that 10% off the device and the gels. Now, let me show you exactly how I use the instant facelift treatment. I follow the protocol established by the founder, Melanie, who developed the whole Ziip technology and its 17 different treatments. I'm going to begin by applying the silver gel to help plump and hydrate the skin. When I started using the Ziip, I used it 5 times a week. Now I do it 3 times a week. And guess what? Consistency is the key.
All right, we're going to begin this treatment at the bottom of the neck and work our way up. This is by far our most powerful treatment, and it's all about the muscle. I like to spend a lot of time on the outer rim of the face because that's where the muscles are that actually lift the face up. So I always like to get a good amount in that area. I'm dropping back in here. Now, this is a free-form treatment, so as long as you start down low and then slowly work your way up, you're good to go. You're going to use nice, firm pressure, and you really want to carve out the face. So I like to use the globes and feel where the bone is, and I push against the underside of the bone, if that makes sense. So like down here, I'm carving like that. That's how I'm gonna get the best lift. And that's what this is all about. Some other fun little tricks on the forehead. You can bob back and forth right here at the top. This will give you just an all-over forehead lift. Also, you can go vertical and pull up, up, up. Everybody's really got their own areas that they need to focus on. You just want to start out, as I mentioned, at the bottom of the neck, work your way up, and then go back and really focus on what it is that is most important. And then pull it over. You can also move faster than the vibrations if you like. Or you can make nice long sweep. So vibration 1, 2, 3. This is a really popular treatment. Everyone loves it. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the other side. So once again, I'm going to start at the neck and my way. So I'm laying my foundation so that when I go back in and I really focus on those areas that bother me, I've already worked the outer skirts of the face, which are really going to lift everything. This treatment is all about the muscles, and it's the strongest treatment we have. I'm using good pressure here. I'm just bobbing back and forth. I'm hitting all those muscle fibers. Sometimes you'll feel it back in your skull. And that's it.
Consistency is the key. It's the bridge between a vague goal and a true transformation. People often ask me, how do you stay so disciplined at 76? Well, the answer to that is systems and neurobiology. And that is why I created and use my own New Age Beauty Goal Tracker app to keep me consistent. When I check off a box for a routine I completed, I get a small dopamine reward that helps overcome the friction our brain naturally creates around habits and change. And once you see the lift in your jawline after a 6-minute session, your brain receives that positive feedback we talked about earlier, and that encourages you to keep going. You feel more positive, more lifted, and you feel more like the person you want to become. Now let's create that same lifting effect in the body. We've energized the face. Now let's engage the larger muscle groups to boost strength, posture, energy, and confidence. A lot of research has been done lately about the importance of strength training and how it helps increase our longevity and the quality of our lives. These are some of my must-dos once a week. Then I do some short exercise snacks 3 days a week in my kitchen. So when you are breathing during exercise, it's important for you to inhale through your nose during the easy part of the movement, and then exhale through your mouth during the exertion phase. A quick statement that I am not a fitness professional. These show some of the exercises I personally do, and it is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a doctor, professional, or physical trainer before performing any of these exercises. So I do 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps for each exercise. The weight you choose should be heavy enough to challenge you, but light enough to maintain proper form throughout the exercise. The goal is to completely fatigue your muscles by the end of the set, leaving you able to perform only 2 to 3 more reps. We're going to start with the standing bicep curl, and I'm using a 12-pound weight. Start tall with your chest up and shoulders pulled back. Hold a dumbbell in each hand at your sides with your arms fully extended and palms facing forward. Keeping your elbows tucked tight against your torso, exhale and curl the weights up towards your shoulders. Then inhale and slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position in a controlled manner. You can take a break now or go right into a standing shoulder press. Stand tall with your feet about shoulder width apart. Keep a slight bend in your knees to absorb pressure and maintain balance. Squeeze your glutes and tighten your core. Hold the dumbbells at shoulder level, palms facing forward. Then exhale and press the weight straight up overhead until your arms are almost fully extended. Inhale and slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position. This is a seated dumbbell tricep extension. This one works your triceps and upper back. For me, I'm using a 20-pound weight. Sit on a bench in an upright position and carefully lift the dumbbell to the top of your shoulder. Take a deep breath, overlap your hands around the dumbbell, then press it into position overhead. Maintain an overlapping grip and slowly lower the dumbbell behind your head by unlocking your elbows. Once your forearms reach parallel or just below, drive the dumbbell back to the starting position by extending the elbows. Squats are the foundation for my lower body routine. You can target different muscles in a squat by shifting your weight to change your center of gravity, focusing either on your thighs or your glutes. For your glutes, you want to shift your weight back like you are sitting in a chair and then press through your heels. Lean your torso forward and your hips will push far behind your heels. Keep your shins relatively vertical. Use a slightly wider stance with your toes pointed outward to engage the hips. For your quads, keep your weight centered toward the balls of your feet. Maintain a mostly upright vertical torso with your chest up. Allow your knees to travel forward over your toes and use a narrower stance to maximize the movement. Now we're going to do a sumo squat using a kettlebell. Begin with a wider stance than the traditional squat. Place your feet approximately 1.5 times the width of your shoulders with your toes turned slightly outwards about 45 degrees. This positioning leads to greater engagement of the inner thighs, hamstrings, and glutes. Grip the kettlebell by the handle with both hands, allowing the bell to hang between your legs. Before lowering your body, engage your core by putting your navel towards your spine to stabilize your torso during the movement. Hinge your hips back as if sitting in a chair while keeping your chest lifted and your back straight. Lower your body until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Push through your heels to return to the starting position, squeezing your glutes at the top of the movement. Continued for the desired number of repetitions while maintaining a controlled tempo throughout the movement. By combining this high-tech facial engagement with vigorous physical movement, we are reclaiming vitality from the inside out. We're essentially giving our biology a software update. So if you're like me and you refused to dim your light, then I highly suggest that you incorporate a system like the Ziip Halo into your routine. I have a link and a special code in the description box below to help you get started. But remember, the device is only half the battle. You also need consistency. So if you haven't already gotten the app, just make sure you go to my website, newagebeauty.com, and download it for free. And it's not the kind of thing where you get it for free and then it starts charging you. No, this is free for my followers. Being used by hundreds of women now, and many of them have told me it has literally changed their lives because it helps create the consistency needed to see real results. Use it to track your Ziip sessions, exercise snacks, workouts, or any habit that moves you closer to your goals. And make sure you're subscribed to our community. We are a growing group of women who all want to live the best life possible for as long as possible. Let's keep showing the world that women over 60 can continue to evolve and reinvent themselves in a beautiful way. Thanks for joining me. Here's some other videos that you may enjoy watching as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a beautiful day.